As we told you earlier this month, Roseburg's police chief says they've had challenges when it comes to recruiting and retaining officers. So they instituted that 32-hour work week for patrol officers to help promote a better work-life balance. Now, last week, Douglas County Sheriff John Hanlon put out a letter calling it a reckless policy change that feels unethical and wrong. One thing he was upset about, that officers would be working 32 hours but getting paid for 40, and that would equate to a 20% pay raise, making Roseburg Police among the highest paid in the state. Plus, he said the police department would either have to hire more officers or there would be fewer police on the streets patrolling the neighborhoods. Chief Klopfenstein wants to reiterate this is only for patrol officers. It is not department-wide. And when it comes to the overtime, he says they won't pay overtime unless an officer works more than 40 hours in 1 week and unless they're required to go to court during their time off. He says they are actually expecting a decrease in overtime. Now, when it comes to safety concerns, the chief says the city will maintain 24/7 coverage with the same number of officers. He says patrol shifts will no longer overlap unless necessary, and officers will stay until all essential work has been done. Now, in his letter, Hanlon also talked about how leadership played a part in recruiting and keeping officers. And coming up on KEZI 9 News at 5, what the chief had to say about that. In the studio, Renee McCullough, KEZI 9 News.